199 votes. You got 999 notes.
Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour going to last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
I must have slept late the day that Paul and them in the morning had a lawyer on who said that Lil Kim was going down. I was just speaking with one of my coworkers behind the scenes, and she was saying that the lawyer came in on, the Mooney in the morning and said, oh, Lil Kim's going down. Oh, why can't I just fathom that in my mind? I know Murder Inc. is happy that the heat is off them for a moment, but you know what? As soon as they wrap up Lil Kim's neat little package, and as soon as they take care of Michael, and Michael will be going on for about another 5 months, Blake is already done. It's just a matter of time, Inc., before we all redirect. Right back over to you. Hey, Gotties. Damn. What if the Fed's idea is to let Kim go and use the Gotties as the sacrificial hip-hop lamb? You got to do it. Somebody's got to go. The Feds don't play. They let Robert Blake go, so Michael Jackson's going down. They let OJ go. They let Michael Blake go. Blake. Phil Spector's, he's a killer. His trial hasn't come up yet. Somebody's got to pay. Since Michael's made it visually so easy. Jeez. I don't know, you guys. You want to hear Russell Simmons' reaction to his wife's Vanity Fair article? Love to hate her. Love to hate her. I mean that in the most kitschy Hello Kitty kind of way. Love to hate you. Hi, Kimora. Hey, Kimmy, is your show canceled, but they're just waiting for a replacement for it? Or what's the deal? Well, anyway, this is the reaction from Russell Simmons to the Vanity Fair article about his wife. No matter what some people say, hip-hop mogul Russell Simmons doesn't think he came off badly in this month's Vanity Fair story about his wife, Kimora Lee Simmons. Some insiders had claimed, this was in page 6, by the way. I don't know if you saw it, so I'm repeating it. Some insiders had claimed that Simmons felt sidelined and slighted in the profile in which Kimora threatened to beat a bitch's ass if another woman so much as flirted with her husband. But Simmons told Page 6, I thought the article was very gangsta. 13 pages on a black woman in Vanity Fair? That's never been done before. It was dope. Simmons will be profiled himself in the magazine's annual November issue. It's the music issue, by the way, the November issue. Meanwhile, he wanted to praise his spouse by saying, Kimora hosted an Arts for Life benefit at Mar-a-Lago last weekend, honoring Puffy, and raised a lot of money. One guy bid $210,000 on her Bentley, but said he didn't want it when he realized that it would be leased to him for 2 years, not for him to buy. So Kimora paid the money. We shook up Palm Beach, all these black people coming down for the weekend. And that's it. So, in other words, he thinks his wife is amusing and interesting. And, I mean, he's her biggest cheerleader. And he decided not to directly address the beat a bitch ass remarks, other than saying that she sounded gangsta. Well, that's where she sounded crazy stupid. But anyway, because at the end of the day, that would be on you, Russell. It's more like you don't want to see you sweat if you're a woman of certain dignity, of which with all those millions and all that she's accomplished on her own, she has more dignity than to let any dusty broad that he might decide to run up in see her sweat. I mean, she's not the common. Maybe for the Jane Doe, you go and you fight, whatever. But I just could not see if I was, Miss Baby Fat, Miss Fledgling Talk Show, but nevertheless talk show. Miss Host of thing at Mar-a-Lago, and, you read the article, the $50,000. I would not let some commoner see me sweat. That's all. Whatever. Dear Wendy, oh, by the way, how you doing, Steve, who's our court reporter for the Lil Kim trial? After the trial, he decided he would take vacation because he'd been working every day. So he is on his spring break, Art, with his girlfriends, Helen and Kerry. Not girlfriends, his hag sisters, Heather and Kerry. They're on spring break in Maryland, but he's listening to the show on the internet, even on spring break. So he says, "Hi, Wendy. As your official court reporter, I thought I should check in with you on Kim's verdict. I guess we all knew that she would be guilty, but what I'm really anticipating is her sentencing in June. I still think she's going to serve time. Anyway, listening down in Maryland on the internet with my girls, Heather and Kerry. See you Monday." So he'll be back Monday. Yeah, June 24th is a big day for How You Doing, Steve. He's going to be right there, front and center. Can we go to the telephone? Is everything okay? Or are we going to have a monstrosity? Hello?
Hey, Wendy.
Hey.
It's Alex. What's going on, girl?
Hi, Alex. How are you tonight?
I'm all right. Wendy, you know you a mess. You got me sitting down here. I should be planning my lessons for tomorrow, and I'm kikiing with you. I can't stop. You're too much.
I appreciate you listening.
Girl, you know Lil Kim, hopefully she ain't going to get no jail time, girl.
It's not looking good, Alex.
I know, but she looks good on TV. I don't know if your interns got to the news on time, but she looks okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's looking good. Well, hopefully she won't get jail time. That's what we're hoping for. That's my girl,
Yeah.
Hey, Wendy, how was A-Marie's shoe game at the party?
Oh, A-Marie's shoes were fabulous. She had closed-toed stilettos and a pair of denim hot pants.
Trust. Ow.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right,
And
Alex.
Love you, girl.
Love you too. Bye.
Shout out to my teachers in Brooklyn.
All right. Hello?
Hi, Wendy. How you doing today?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing excellent. Thank you. Hey, I was just calling because I just had a quick question to ask you. Since I have to listen to your radio station via internet, I was wondering if there's any chance you're going to get Vivica Fox in for an interview, or even 50 Cent, my man, so that way I can kind of, look out for that.
Well, Vivica, I think, will be by 50. I wouldn't hold your breath, at least not anytime soon.
Oh, 50 won't be coming anytime soon.
No, he wanted to come, but his manager, Chris Lighty, did not want him to come.
Uh-oh. He probably was scared he was going to ask a question he couldn't answer, huh?
Well, no, I think Chris is probably still reeling from some of the things that have been said about him in my career. So,
I got
so he's taking it out on his
Trying to take it out, yeah,
by holding back on his artist.
Yeah, because I'm looking up on some news here. It looked like 50 sold like 2 million copies, 2 million copies in 11 days. That's crazy.
Yeah,
for rap artists.
actually, it says 1.1. I just finished doing the numbers. Yeah, I mean, his music is doing real well. I'm sure his movie, when it opens up, will do real well. Would it have done as well without the shooting and stuff like that? Nobody knows. I venture to say, yeah. I venture to say, yeah, the shooting was really an unnecessary bit of drama.
Yeah, that was kind of off the chains. Actually, you know what? I just watched the show of yours on, not MTV, but
VH1.
Yeah, about the red carpets. He was like, Usher. He was like, ah! You see that little, you're off the chains, Wendy. I dig your style.
Where do you live?
I live in Atlanta.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you listening.
Oh, no problem. I appreciate you just keeping it real and just being yourself.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello?
Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
It's Helena.
Hi, Helena.
I have 2 questions for you.
Okay.
The first one, when I left work, they said that Lil Kim was convicted.
Yeah, we've been talking about it.
Oh, I hate not being able to listen to you at work.
It's okay. I mean, we talk about it. People are still kind of reeling from it. She's convicted. She'll be sentenced on June 24th. I mean, it's not looking good. It looks like she might get a bit of jail time. I say like a year of jail time and 5 years probation.
She's got to do a Martha thing. Pay up and just move on.
Well, it's easy for Martha because Martha had dough all along. Little Kim does not have the kind of financial wherewithal.
That's true. And my second thing is, Wendy, you've got to get a webpage.
Oh.
With a chat room so that those that don't have access to a fax could just send you a quick note.
Well, my website is actually up. I just don't like the way it looks yet, so I haven't been giving it out. But it's the WendyWilliamsExperience.com. And about the only worthwhile thing that you could see there probably right this moment is they do have my bobblehead on there, and it moves. But that's about it. I mean, I've visited the website one time.
No,
Nothing-
you've got to tell that art person to, keep up.
Yeah. We've all kind of lost patience with the website.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Either way, Wendy, I love you to death.
Thank you.
And just keep doing what you're doing. You're great.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay, bye.
I'll take some more phones. Hello?
Wendy?
Yes?
Hi, Wendy.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so glad I got to you. Is it okay if I ask you some advice? I know it's for some advice. I know it's 6 o'clock, but...
No, it doesn't matter, though, because I keep this hour open for whatever.
Great. I'm so excited. Okay, so there's this man that's been in my life for a while. I'm 25 now. I met him when I was 16, but he was just always like a really good friend to me, somebody that just really listened to me, somebody that was really in my life and really got to know me and cared about me genuinely. But I always looked at him like a friend. There was never like that spark between, not on my part anyway. And he was always, trying to see me as somebody that he can be with because we just clicked really well like as friends. Anyway, make a long story short, he was living in New York and he moved to Tampa. And he came back to New York about a year ago and we were together that whole week and something really weird happened. I feel like I fell in love with him that week that he was here. Mm-hmm. I just started to look at him really differently and just, I don't know what it was, but...
So did you get the sense that he got the same thing?
Yes, it was just, we were just looking at, but everything was different because he was living in Tampa. He's still in Tampa now.
Okay.
And at the time, he had met a female, and she was like helping him out. They were living together, and he comes at me with, how do you hit me with this now? Like, your timing is so off. Where were you those 10 years when I was trying to see you? And now, and then, I don't know. It just happened. Like, I look even now as I'm telling you this.
Okay.
Like,
So what's
anyway, make a really long story short. So I stopped talking to him because he went back to Tampa and he said, Daniela, you know what? You're like a red flag to me. I can't really talk to you. I have this girl now. I have my life here. I can't really vibe on something. You're like in another state, whatever.
Right.
So I'm going to Tampa for Memorial Day weekend, so I decided to send him an email. Mm-hmm. He calls me at my job, and I was like, oh, my God. I'm like, hello, and he's like, what's up? He's like, I got your email. I'm like, okay.
First of all, you don't want a long-distance relationship. You're here. He's in Tampa. That's number one.
This is the thing.
And number two, oh, you're going to move?
No. This is the thing. He calls me, and I'm like, well, I'm going to Tampa. I want to see you for a little while. And he said, well, I don't know if that would be because I got married.
Well.
And I don't know if my wife would approve.
It's over.
And I told him I just want to see him for lunch, and we're supposed to have lunch that Friday that I get there. And my question to you is, should I even, take it there and have lunch with him? Because I know I don't...
I wouldn't, because you sound like you're about to jump and fall all over again. There's nothing wrong with catching up with old friends. You guys haven't crossed the lines of inappropriate behavior, but you have an attraction that is stronger than a physical attraction to him. You are there.
Yes.
So unless you are prepared to see and have your heart broken all over again, you will never be anything more to him if you decide to go on with your relationship than a jump off. You're worth more than that. He's married.
So do you think that I shouldn't even have lunch with him? I shouldn't even sit and really talk to him? Because when he was here, we stuck together and we were together. So.
I don't think that you're mature enough to have lunch with him and just leave it there. He might not be either. And you know what? You'll be the loser for it because you will become, at best, a jump off.
You're right.
Okay. So cancel lunch. All right. Bye, Danielle.
Thank you, Wendy. Bye.
Bye. Reggae Red sent me a fax saying, Wendy, you must have been in a hurry. Weren't you listening to what that woman said about she was snooping in her house and she found a picture of her man and another man in a sexually compromising position? She said the man's name was, it's the one who looks like Eric Benet from American Idol. That would be Anwar Robinson. The school teacher from, what was I supposed to say? Reggae? And as far as the guy who quit American Idol, I know the top 10 list that's going around. Reasons for him leaving. Has everybody gotten this? Number 10, Well, for starters, I was really, really drunk. So he's giving play reasons. Number 9, I've got my eye on the ultimate prize, Belgium Idol. Number 8, yes, my career is over, but I just saved a bundle on my car insurance. Number 7, after seeing MJ, maybe I don't want to be a pop star. Number 6, Ryan Seacrest is all hands. Number 5, I started liking it when Ryan Seacrest was all hands. Number 4, screw it, I quit. Number 3 is blank, number 2 is blank, and number 1 is great. Blank. Who cares? I'm not interested in any of that. Spike Lee is making comments that are having people liken him to Bill Cosby-esque type behavior. I just find it that he's, stating his opinion, and I always like Spike's opinion because it always makes people mad. He's always saying something. Spike says, well, he already said this, that he no longer listens to R. Kelly music. He says, as African Americans, we let artists slide, but those days are over. I think we have to start to hold people accountable. Spike mentioned that he could no longer listen to R. Kelly's material after he saw the bootleg video of R. Kelly with the underage girl. Spike also went on to say that parents who allow their children to watch TV unsupervised, especially music videos, are guilty of criminal acts. He goes on to say, here's the quote, that stuff is not who we really are. We are more regal than that. We have more dignity than that, despite what is sold. He also stresses that while people like Denzel Washington can now command $20 million per flick in Hollywood, they are still not in the position of power in Hollywood. It's the so-called gatekeepers, the people who decide what pictures get financed, who control the images seen on the screen. And he goes on to say, I do believe that when we get in those positions, films like Soul Plane will not be made.
He's bitter.
He's a hater, a bitter.
He didn't direct the R. Kelly video.
Shout out to his wife. Mm-hmm. Wow. Hey, girl.
Wow.
How you doing?
No.
I just said hello.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Give Spike the drill one time. Just one damn time. You know what? There's something to be said for everything that he said. We have a hard time standing for something, and a big problem with falling for anything and forgetting too soon and all like that. My kid's performance last night was so good at school. That was the first time that was the first of, I guess, other things, of come watch me play baseball, come watch me play basketball, come, pick me up from swim or whatever it is. But that was his first performance, and he was dynamic. I mean, he seemed a chip off the old block. He didn't flinch. He got up there. He was the point of the triangle because he's the tallest in his class. So all the other kids fanned out around him, and he was at the point.
Wow.
I'm telling you, this height has worked for me, and it's going to work for him, too, because nobody would have recognized him off on the cut like that. You know what I mean? I mean, if he was just the same height and size of everybody else. They sang their songs. No, it's 4 different classes performed. No lie, we weren't there for any more than 25 minutes. Some of the kids stood up there and cried in front. Some of them ran to their parents. Oh, it was just so cute. And I looked at all the kids like they were my own until my own kid got up there. Then I was like, oh, I didn't care whether he cried or what. His father felt differently. Oh, if he cries, I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? But we were there to support him. And on the way home, he said something. I was just like, oh, he says, I love my family. He said, I love my family. I love you guys. And I was like, you know what? Just to be there. It's not going to always be like that. But, because there are going to be times when mommy can't go or daddy can't go or we both can't go. Mrs. Lopez has to go. Or he can't participate because nobody can take, or whatever. Or he has to, carpool with another kid. But just for these startup years, I almost cried. It did make a big difference. He had a pep in his step this morning when he got up, remembering about mommy. Are you proud of me? Yeah, you and dad, like that. Damn. I cut out. We got there a little late, but you know what? They got the show started a little bit late. We got there, and then afterwards, we dropped him back off at the house and came back in the city. Went to the Laugh Factory to get our drink on. I felt like I deserved it after that. That was my first parental thing. And you know what? I wasn't that much out of steps. I mean, there were, some grandma-type mommies in there, but there were also a lot of drop it like a hot moms, too. So You know, the face of motherhood has changed. Me and the T's and pot and the 4-inch heels, that's status quo. Dear Wendy, my dentist told me the same thing about 2 weeks before my wedding, but I wasn't feeling what he was saying. After I had painful things like getting waxing everything for the honeymoon, I thought for sure I could withstand getting my teeth with the zinger. That's what her dentist calls it, the zinger. She said 3 hours after the procedure, I couldn't even talk. It was like having somebody touch a live nerve. Stick to the white strip. You know what? I might. See, this is why I keep teetering. I want to get it so badly, but damn, you talk me down. Dear Wendy, I would never leave my husband if I won the lotto. We've known each other for 9 years, dated for 8 years, married for 1 year in June. We've been through the fire, through the wire, you name it. We are in the game together. If I win, we win. That's that. That's from LaToya. And she says, and if anyone has a problem with that, they can put that where back there. I hear that, LaToya. LaToya, only a small percentage of the audience, both male and female, said that they would stay with their boyfriend, girlfriend, longtime partner, whatever. They'd be out. Dear Wendy, when you were talking about Lil Kim, you played a soundbite of a girl moaning. Is that a real or fabricated soundbite? If it's real, I know there's a juicy story behind it. Yeah, that's a professional football player getting served by his jump off with his girlfriend on the phone. Huh?
It's in the backup. It's not in this one here. It's in the backup. So we don't have it in here. But
whatever happened to my stuff being put in the regular computer?
It's being put in.
She's not talking about the moan. She's talking about the moan is fabricated.
The moan is not fabricated.
No,
the moan is real.
The BJ is real. The moan. She said the moan. We played the moan.
See, this is the moan.
That's fabricated.
Okay, but the professional, that's real.
Yeah, we have that.
What's his name? Tyrone Williams.
Yeah. Phoenix.
Yep. He was playing for Phoenix. Right. And he called up his baby's mother and told her, don't you ever trick my man and my money and spend it on the next man. And, we have the tape, so I'm loosely saying it, but that's the gist of it. You do it again and I'm and then he hangs up. And then the next one, and the girlfriend, baby's mother, sent me the tape and we had an interview on the radio. But he apparently took the phone receiver and held it to his privates. Oh. And that's real right there. That's real. Mm-hmm. Yup, all in her answering machine. That's the jump off, say, putting it down.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to the white girl.
We had a girl up here today who said, you know what? I will do whatever. I will do threesomes. I will do third input. I will do whatever. And I will get out of the game when I have another child by a man of means. That's it. I called her a chicken head. She says, listen.
I'll choke a chicken.
Yeah. I told her I love her and I hate her at the same time. And her name is Courtney Parker, and she has a new book out called Running Game. And she was just, I wanted to hate her, but she was so incredibly honest. How could you hate that? I mean, you say what you want about that lifestyle, but there's something incredibly intriguing not to participate in it. But I'm looking at her like I smell something stink the whole time she's talking, just like, but I wanted to tell her to shut the hell up, but keep talking. Did you see how twisted my face was when I was talking to her? Like, bitch, I don't believe you're talking like this, but keep talking, because this is so interesting. Every woman can't be a Kathy Hughes. Every woman can't, be a Sylvia, or, you know what I'm saying? Or Suzanne DePast. There's got to be some woman down there doing that.
Running game.
Right. To get up here with the rest of us dignified women. Who make an honest living. School teaching, being a cop, being on the radio, being an Oprah, whatever. Every woman deserves the right to come up. But there's not room, the dignified way for everybody. So some women got to resort to this. So she had a baby in the other room, right? I said, well, who's your baby's father? Her baby's father is, and I don't follow sports, so she said Maurice Green. I'm like, well, who the hell is that?
You do it.
Well, yeah. Then we started getting all the facts about him. But he's the fastest man in the world. And he's paid as a track star.
He sure is the fastest man in the world.
Mm-hmm. Carl Lewis says it. Oh. That's the only famous runner I know, for scandalous reasons, of course. Mo Green. Yeah. Mo Green. So that's her baby's father. And she's got a book signing. And I can tell you where the book signing is in just a moment. Damn. Did I throw away the book signing stuff? Where's the book signing stuff? I can tell you this. You know what? That's it. That's it right there. That's her book signing. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait. This is not the book signing. No, you know what? If you can call Human bookstores. Human is in Harlem. So call Human and find out. And get her schedule again. I don't know what happened to the paperwork. But anyway, you know what? She's honest. And for that, I was thoroughly entertained. And I'm reading the book. I happened to have started it before she came in here. And I was like, we need this woman in on the show. You know? And so her book is called Running Game. And it's by Courtney Parker. She lives it. She writes it. She's in it to win it. No money, no Courtney. That's the way, she... Interesting. I'll let you know about her book signings because she's in New York actually doing signings and stuff. But this is a real interesting book. All right, you guys, we're about to play that game, the Pick Your Pleasure. It's the Wendy Williams Experience, but Vaughn is coming up at 7 with The Quiet Storm on 107.5 WBLS.
It's time to pick your pleasure. Call now to win at 212-545-1075. The choice is yours from the BLS Pleasure Chest. Good luck from 107.5 WBLS.
Today's R&B and classic. Broadcasting live, it's the queen of radio, Wendy Williams.
What were the pleasures that April Hampton had to choose from? Shaylin?
A flat screen TV, iPod.
Oh wait, never mind. Okay. So I'm not putting it on the radio, but April Hampton was the winner of the Pick Your Pleasure. This was a technology Thursday, so she had a choice between a flat screen TV, 17-inch, an Apple iPod, or a Bose acoustic 5-star speaker system with the invisible speakers and stuff. She chose the flat screen TV. Nice. Congratulations, April. By the way, Nubian heritage. Courtney Parker. Oh, gosh. Go to NubianHeritage.com.
She's there right now.
Oh, she's there now? Yeah. Oh, okay. She's leaving in a half hour? Yeah. What'd you say?
Her full chicken hair regalia.
Courtney was a mess, but she was a lot of fun. Truthful fun. As the wife, she can put all that wear back there. And I told her on the radio, I said, who do you expect to wife you? She wants to get married. I said, one day, when you're 30, she's 30 now. Already too old to be having this, mentality and this aspiration. Now, fortunately, she landed, the moneyed man that she wanted, Maurice Green, the, how you doing, runner? The how you doing, fastest man. And, but now it's like time to retire and do something else. So I'm thinking she's retiring into a life of writing about her past. Oh, no. Homegirl is still going hard.
Like Patti LaBelle.
Well, she's still going hard. She's not an immediate looker. Like, you know what I mean?
She had makeup on, too.
She looked like Patti LaBelle. She looked like Patti LaBelle, except, younger version of Patti LaBelle.
It's like an old Patti LaBelle.
Before the nose job. That's before the nose job. Well, she had on an Apple hat. And anyway, the point is that I said, well, so what are you going to do in 5 years? You're 35. You're already at 30. You're approaching, the chicken head behavior is supposed to end. She said, well, yes, I would like to get married. And I'm thinking, here you are putting all the clucking on blast.
She's going to be choking chicken so she gets arthritis.
She'll always be the other woman.
Yeah.
But I guess if she's satisfied with that, she'll always be paid. She's going to have her second child. She said then she wants to get out of the game. 2 kids, that money coming from two different wealthy men. So if one breaks down, the other one, is holding on. Like Rolanda Watts discovered she got my book on tape, The Wendy Williams Experience. Now you remember Ro dated Al B. Shore. She was on the show earlier today. So she's telling me that she had no idea that Albie Shore had a baby with Kim Porter, that the boy's name is Quincy, and that Puffy is now taking care of the boy. She said that she learned all this through commuting from Santa Monica to Hollywood Hills, the studio back and forth she lives at in California now, listening to my book on tape. At the time that all this was going down with the little baby and Kim Porter and Rolanda, she was in the mix with Albie Shore. And there were a lot of unexplained things going on. And Rolanda was just busy, because she was the older woman at that point to a younger man who was, caught in the matrix of, Kim Porter, a polished version of. Her game is serious, though. Kim Porter's game is serious. I mean, Courtney, Kim Porter's the master. I mean, so Rolanda, anyway, and you know what else Rolanda told me? Oh my gosh, the epitome of honesty. I said, have you seen Albie Shore recently? Or in any times? Ro looks great. Albie Shore works at our inner city radio. Isn't that an inner city radio station he works at? Doesn't he work for the our company?
Sure it's one of ours.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was one of ours. Why do you say it like it's a crime if it's in?
No. That
all right, never mind.
It surprised me.
All right.
I'm sorry.
It's too much talk. Yeah, I'm saying, why do you always get so nervous? You'd make a perfect cop. Your whole delivery, doesn't even mind you a cop, Dave does.
Give him a gun.
No, why he'd be Barney Fife with the gun. Yeah, he's nervous. He'd be shooting Banaka and bullets at the same time.
Okay, let's keep it moving, ladies and gentlemen.
I wish it was TV. You'd be seeing me shooting and shooting. Shout out to Jennifer Autobata, Steve Autobata's wife. I was on his show earlier today. Actually, he taped it. It's not going to be on until April 1st at 6:30. April Fools at 6:30. One-on-one with Steve Autobata on Comcast. But where was I going with this? Oh, so Ro learns in the book that, damn, that's who that woman was. It was Kim Porter. Probably, I didn't want to go into it with her because everybody's grown now, but it's probably a lot of hang up and what, bitch, he's my man now and stuff. In the meantime, Ro is at that point a sophisticated newscaster and then hosting the Rolanda Watch show. And she's dealing with baby mama drama and all. And she had no idea of a pregnancy or an existence of a child. When she read my book or listened to my book on tape, that's when she found all that out. Here, take April's stuff before I throw it in the garbage. Then she won't get her flat screen TV. Les Ness Entertainment is having the Rock the Mic showcase. When's that?
It's every Thursday.
It's every Thursday. That's tonight.
Yes, if you have talent, check it out.
Yeah. All righty then.
And before you continue, I'm sorry, Wendy. I'm going bowling tonight, too, in Union, New Jersey. Sorry.
Well, you bowl every Wednesday.
I know, but I want to thank everybody
every
for supporting
Thursday.
it. It's coming to an end, so I want to thank everybody.
Did you hear about that lady in Jersey City whose head was chopped off and put in her bowling bag?
Nothing like that, man. How far is that from Union?
Oh, Route 22. On a crowded day, 5 hours. Okay. Route 22 is crazy.
Okay.
What? They could put that traffic where? Back there. The jury also saw the security photos taken at Shot 97 showing Damian Butler opening the door for Lil Kim. So while the jury has seen everything, she still insists that she didn't know this man. I mean, we got the fact that they were boyfriend, girlfriend, lovers. He filed his tax return. At least somebody in the house was filing. And had the address at Lil Kim's address, the return address. And then the pictures are there, and all they needed her to do was confess, and she didn't. I got to see what Brenda Blackman has to say.
And caught him being a gentleman opening the door for her.
Yes. That's what you do for your... Huh?
So black people say, I ain't still no chicken. Big plate chicken is all chicken. I ain't still no chicken. No, he took the chicken.
I don't know him.
Snoop is going on tour with Game.
Oh.
Yeah. It's Snoop's tour, and he wants Game to be on the U.S. tour version. And it's going to be called How the West Was Won. So far, they've lined up 10 dates, and it's kicking off in April. And you don't stop. Dear Wendy, how was the parent-teacher conference at Little Kev's school? Did anybody give you the stank look? No. Hey, Shay. No, it was good. It was good. He performed. I cried. I laughed. Then I grabbed a drink. Wendy, could you give a birthday shout out? Herbie and Lena in Philly. Oh, sure, you guys. Did you hear about this woman stalking Janet Jackson? Excuse me, Janet Jackson stalking the woman. I believe the whole thing's a lie. Why is it that when you hear about something like that, when in actuality something like that might be plausible, but I think that this whole thing is a lie? I'll just read it the way it is. Give me a dateline. Okay. A Cincinnati woman who has written a novel about Janet Jackson is seeking a stalking order against Janet Jackson, accusing Janet of bugging the woman's home and car in an effort to convince her to have a lesbian relationship. Now, what woman does Janet Jackson have to convince? If you're so obsessed with her, you're writing a book, does Janet really have to convince you to do anything? Angela, crazy woman. Her book is called In Control Like Janet, a novel by Angela Witterson. And she filed the stalking order on Tuesday. She's just looking for attention for her book.
Yeah, it is crazy, though.
But let me read the rest, because I love to hear how crazy people talk. Witterson's publishers calls the book both a novel and a true story that is a highly erotic, fast-paced, gripping tale of an internet love story turned fatal attraction relationship between Janet Jackson and a fan. Witterson, who asserts in the court documents to be a graduate of the Cincinnati School of the Creative and Performing Arts, wrote that she and Janet Jackson have never had a physical or professional relationship, but that Janet has been trying to arrange a tryst with her since 1999. Shut up. Ms. Jackson is actively harassing and stalking me, she wrote in her filation. In addition to having me followed, detectives, excuse me, I'm looking down more. In addition to having me followed, investigated, and photographed by private investigators and detectives, she continues to harass and intimidate me on my home phone, cell phone, email, and laptop, computer, and PC. Vivica, take it away.
Put that where? Back there.
Mm-hmm. There's so much I just have to get to you. Have you guys been following the Michael Jackson on E? I can't even take it. I can't take it because I feel how I feel and I know what I feel. I'm not even open to suggestion of anything else. It's terrible. I mean, I try to read the paper. Ugh.
Bad acting, too.
Yeah, the whole thing. Ja Rule's been hit with a $4 million civil suit because he canceled an appearance in Korea. Well, apparently, Ja Rule was hit with the lawsuit. This happens to artists all the time. He might have been sick. He might not have been able to go, whatever. Okay, boom. I'm just trying to speed it up. There was a man who was deeply in love, and I don't know if you remember this during Advice Hour. He had started following his girlfriend, who he told me he genuinely hasn't been cheating on the girlfriend, but he suspected something about her. He works late nights and he works really hard. Every once in a while, you do get a good man who's really not cheating and he really, and who really is trying to investigate, whether his woman is cheating. But turnabout's a fair game, and I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, if men do it and women do it, and it's the world in which we live. So he decides to tell her one night that he's going to work, as he usually does, except he didn't go to work. He'd taken the night off in preparation to follow her. So he caught her going to and then coming out of the Galaxy Hotel with a gentleman that over in Queens. One of those little no-tell motels you go in for a quick wham bam thank you man, and you leave. With a guy that she had been faking as her cousin all through their relationship. Okay. Dear Wendy, I was the one who wrote you about a month ago about my cheating girlfriend, where here's an update. I put her ass out and finally told it, and she finally told it all. She had been messing with this guy for 2 years, even while he was in jail. Wow. All right, so this is what he did to exact revenge on her. He said, Wendy, I went on a smashing spree. I smashed her sister. I mailed her panties FedEx to her mother's house with my name on them. I smashed 2 of her cousins. They were supposed to be her favorites. Well, now they're my favorites. I popped 4 horny goat weeds and put in overtime. Do you remember the game Dig Dug? Well, I dig and dug all in them. I am now working on her best friend. I might even leave something in the oven to prove that she can have kids. I got a shell cracker for them hard-boiled eggs. The way you talk, it's almost Queenie-like, but I love it. My family, I'll teach her to ish all over a good man. I did all I could to make things work. My family almost disowned me because of her. I had to beg my brother to sign over the house our father owned when he died so we could have a nice place to live after she got pregnant. And she had the nerve to bring this dude in my house and get her stuff. I came home, Wendy, and he's sitting on my couch talking about what's up. Without saying a word, Wendy, I went and got my little man, Roscoe, and aimed him at the door. Oh, okay. And aimed him at the door. I almost got black on him, but I kept my cool. She grabbed what she could and she left. Yada, yada, yada. Damn, a man scorned. Almost as bad as a woman scorned, but we could teach you a few more lessons. As mean as this was, there's still a few more rungs in the ladder that you have yet to climb. As a man, you never will. We women have an innate way of exacting revenge that only we know how to do.
I love it.
Oh, and so do we. We try to use our powers for good, not evil, but when you push us, oh. All right, you guys, I have to go. I really do. Come on. No, I would love to stay. What's on TV tonight?
It's a Thursday. I don't know. I'm bowling.
March Madness.
No, girls, you both be quiet. Shaylin, what's on TV? Okay, I don't watch that. Next, Zoe. All right, well, Brenda Blackman talking about Lil Kim. And whatever's on repeats on VH1. That's been my go-to channel.
You can finish reading Running Game, too.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. I can finish this book. No, I don't like to read at home like that. All quiet and everything. It's too organized. I like to read in chaos. One nail's wet. She's got the other nail. And, I'm trying to flip a page. And yeah. All right, you guys, I got to go. Vaughn Harper's up next with The Quiet Storm. Love you for listening. And I'll be back tomorrow at 2 o'clock right here on your radio station. It's 107.5 WBLS. Good night.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Aw, man.
And WBLS music starts next.